It's Front Row Phyllis with your weekend highlights for the weekend of March 31st. It is hard to believe that March is gone and tomorrow's April Fool's Day, but we got a lot of shows going on, starting with tonight on Friday, March 31st, over at the Auditorium Theater. Bernadette Peters is in town with the Boston Pops Orchestra. Of course, we know her as the three-time Tony Award winner, making her debut appearance over at the Auditorium Theater. And this is actually the first time she's back in Chicago in 10 years. And so what's great is that the first part of the show is actually a tribute to George Gershwin with a jazzy version of An American in Paris, along with Rhapsody in Blue. And then the second half of her program is going to be a variety of Broadway hits along with American classics. Also tonight, over at the North Shore Center of Performing Arts in Skokie, Chris Bodie is in town. And I have to tell you, there is nothing like a Chris Bodie concert. He is really the complete package, a dazzling trumpeter in everything from jazz to pop to rock, a brilliant band leader who lets his players shine, and a born showman. So you definitely want to check one of those shows out. Also, tomorrow on Saturday, April 1st, over at the North Shore Center of Performing Arts, Peter Frampton is in town. And this is a little different for him. He's actually doing an acoustic show. So, of course, Peter Frampton remains one of the best guitarists in rock history. You know, his latest acoustic tour actually brings us to a stripped-down version of all of his hits. His fifth solo album, of course, we know it as Frampton Comes Alive, is actually celebrating its 40th anniversary this year and remains one of the top-selling live records of all time. Also, tonight and tomorrow, over at the Chicago Theater, I'm talking about Billy Crystal is in town. Well, I have to say, April 1st is sold out, so April 2nd, they added a second date. The tickets are still available. He also has special guest appearance by Bonnie Hunt, and we know her as Chicago's Bonnie Hunt. Well, you know what he says is that this show is the most fun he has had on stage in a very long time. And you'll get a chance to hear his stories, see clips, and hear him talk about, you know, his life and career as he sees it. So you definitely want to check it out. I also have something great for the kids. This runs actually now through April 22nd. It is over at the Apollo Theater in Lincoln Park. And they do recommend it for children 3 to 9, and it is called The Snowy Day and Other Stories. So they're celebrating first experiences. Young Peter's childhood adventures are told through, puppeteer and movement for a visual feast in Emerald City Theater's 100th production. So you'll get a chance to enjoy the enchantment of a small child growing up in a big city, experiencing a first snowfall, a first pet, and a first crush. So I can assure you that the kids are going to love this. So you want to check it out. For today's secret password is Peacock. So just put in the word below and get a chance to win a pair of sold out concert tickets. And for all this information and more, just go to frontrowphyllis.com. Have a safe and stellar weekend.